Hello friends, welcome back. Today's discussion is going to be on an exercise that you can do when you go to bed at night for lucid dreaming and astral traveling to improve the quality of your connection. It's going to be a two-step process, so stay with me because you need both steps in order to work this exercise. So the first thing I need to explain is the reasoning a little bit behind the exercise. The point is, when we go to bed at night, we tend to have a little bit of a congested mind, sometimes a monkey mind. Many thoughts are running through our minds. We can't settle down. It helps if you have meditated for 15 minutes in the sacred fire. I'll put a link below, before actually going to bed, because that could settle down your mind quite a bit. So now you're lying in bed. My suggestion is to practice this exercise on a Friday or Saturday night when you don't have to, when there's no stress about anything, because it could take you 30 minutes to work through this exercise in the beginning. So what we want to do is we want to quiet down the mind, and we want to quiet down our emotions, because our emotions may be tangled up in issues and all kinds of things that are going on internally within us. And so higher consciousness is what you're trying to connect to. The higher consciousness that's inside the blueprint, that's constantly talking to you, informing you, guiding and directing you. Because number one, your dreams are your guidance system in the physical world, and your dreams are the guidance system to where you're going in the afterworld. But you can't get it all clouded and congested with all these thoughts and all these emotions. So this exercise is designed to sort of integrate thought and emotion into a fine sort of laser focus before going to sleep. Because we have to quiet all of that down, and we need to focus it like a laser so that there is one unified stream of energy, so that higher consciousness has the space to drop in and start guiding you into your lucidity. So what you want to do is close your eyes, and you want to give your mind one thing to do. Not a lot, just kind of one thing to do. And the mind is to say to itself, focus. And the mind is to see with its eyes closed a pinpoint of light, a little, like, imagine it might be like a star in the distance, or just a circle of light. So with your eyes closed, see with your inner vision a pinpoint of light in front of you. And then you want to say to yourself with your inner voice, not out loud, focus. And you can do this with a rhythmic breathing. In other words, breathe in, and when you breathe out, say inside your mind, focus, and get a rhythm. Focus. Focus. And kind of get a rhythm going, so that now your mind has a rhythmic pattern it is focusing on. It's focusing on the word focus, and it's focusing everything on the white light dot. And the intention when you begin this exercise is to bring your emotions and your mind into one focused laser point of a light. In other words, you're going to learn how to discipline your mind and your emotions into one solid state where it is calm and peaceful and quieted down. And that is working through this, using the mantra focus, and using your mind to be disciplined enough to hold a light, a point of light. Focus. Hold the light. Now you'll have to do this at night, lying in your bed with your eyes closed. You need to do this little exercise until Your mind is quiet and your emotions are quiet. The rumblings of the day have disappeared from your mind. Any emotional turmoil you had has calmed down. And you will feel this because I use this exercise, and I'll explain at the end of this two-step process how you can use this exercise other ways. But what we're doing is we're training the mind and emotions to obey higher consciousness. So we set an intent, quiet down and focus. Now, once you get there, the next step, step 2, is to see the light begin to expand. And now this light is going to be a portal. And you want the light, it's a white light, to expand and expand and expand until it's wider than you, and you are standing in a tunnel. So now you are entering the portal. And the portal is not like from here to there quickly. The portal has a bit of a tunnel. How long that tunnel is up to you. But it has a path. So now the mind has an instruction to walk through the portal, because we're going to go to the other end. And that's the only instruction the mind is to do, is to walk through the portal. So now your mind is seeing this large white light at the end of the portal, and the portal, inside the portal, you can just make it a black or dark gray. Don't get your mind engaged in, oh, let's make it purple or pink or orange. Don't engage the mind in fantasies. Just whatever manifests as the color of this tunnel is what it is. You're not focused on the color of the tunnel. You're focused on the light at the end, and that's always white. So now you're going to walk through this portal. Now the focus of this portal is, now you've already gained your disciplined, one-pointed mind. So now when you enter the portal, you're not having to worry on being disconnected with emotions in mind. Your one-pointedness is walking through the portal. So walking through the portal, you can relax. And this is the part where you walk through the portal until you're ready to fall asleep. You're going to keep getting drowsier, more relaxed, no thought process, no emotions. You're just walking towards the light. And now, right before you fall asleep, the last thing your mind is to do is to stand at the end of the portal and do not cross over. The last thing you should consciously, your ego mind, when I say consciously, I mean your ego mind, the last thing the ego mind should be focused on is standing at the gateway, the doorway, the edge, but not crossing over. Because it is not your ego mind's job to cross over to the other side. This is where, if you will fall asleep at the edge of the portal, because I'm going to tell you, if you cross over, the ego mind gets engaged and wants to look around and create fantasies of what it might think it might see if it crosses over. And now you're not connected to your higher consciousness. Your ego is playing fantasy games. Like your ego plays fantasy games when you meditate. That's why when you meditate in the sacred fire, your mind is to be still. No ego fantasies. So stand at the portal, nothing else. The mind is to do nothing else. Now, if you fall asleep this way, you have created a space for your higher consciousness to now take your ego personality and move it past the gateway through the portal now, and it will take you out and into a higher consciousness experience. So you won't have, even if you do have some experiences with your higher consciousness that seem to be like you're playing some issues out, It's under the direct control of your higher consciousness, because your higher consciousness could be testing you on how ready you are for certain levels of growth to keep going up higher. So whatever happens on that other side, when your higher consciousness is engaged, this is your guidance. This is your guidance. Because if you don't focus your mind and emotions into a calm point of stillness, you go into your dream plane at night with a whole mess of ego stuff and family lineage patterns. Go see the video, I'll put a link below on family lineage. Your family lineage plays out in your dreams. All your fears play out in your dreams. You're worried about money, you're worried about your relationship, you're worried about your children, somebody mistreated you. All those ego things play out in the astral world, and they are not your guidance. They are ego mind, they are animal mind, and they are animal emotions. We have to calm those down. Focus, focus, focus. Get disciplined and focused. And with one pointed mind, walk through the portal, relax, go to sleep right at the edge. Then you will be able to have higher consciousness take over and walk you out of the portal, now into higher consciousness. And those could be many different experiences. They could be going someplace that you will be able to start being familiar with. They could be working out issues that you need to accomplish to raise your vibrations. It could be anything, but whatever that is, start taking, as I've said in my other videos on lucid dreaming, keep it in your journal. Because number one, your dreams are your guidance system while you're here on earth, and your dreams are your guidance system as to where you're going. So you got to clean up the noise, get focused, and start documenting. Okay, so now this is the last thing I want to say, and that is you can use this focus exercise during your waking hours. And this is where I sometimes use this. And this exercise, I've told you, I have used at night when I have had too much stress for something that happened to me in the day, mentally or emotionally, and I know I'm not balanced. Even if I'm in the sacred fire and meditated, I still go to sleep, and I can feel my body. Get in tune with your body. I still feel my emotions are not calm, or my mind is still irritated. So I use this exercise I gave you. So what you can do during the day is, if something happens at work, or something happens to frighten you or upset you, or you need to give a big lecture or a speech, or you need to present something, or it's, there's something that's causing you stress, you can so discipline your one-pointed mindness that you can just, in the beginning, you may just have to take 5 minutes in your office, close your eyes, and do the breathing exercise and see the pinpoint light. Focus, focus, focus. And that may take you 2 or 3 or 4 minutes in the beginning, and to pull everything together into a calm state of centeredness. And you can do that for 2, 3, 4 minutes during your day. And if you will do this, I promise you, you are training your mind and emotions to respond instantly to the word focus. So whenever I have, now that I've been doing this for a while, I want to tell you what that does. If I am ever in a situation where I feel like I don't have my guidance, or I'm slightly out of alignment with my guidance because something is upsetting me, I can trigger immediate calm by saying, focus. Just by saying it in my head with determination, focus. And that has given me the ability to try to calm my mind and body quickly, because I've been doing it for the dreams, and I've been doing it now in real life. So I'm going to leave at the end of this video some end cards with links to other videos connected to lucid dreaming, and I will leave some videos down in the comments section for you so that you can continue to work on these practices and these tips that I've been giving. And please leave your comments below, or any questions you have. I'm happy to answer them and help assist you on your journey. So thank you very much, friends.